What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Burn the Ship, Louisiana. It's Kyle and Q here. We're just hanging out at Portico, where we talk to guests about their journeys and their endeavors and pursuing their passions and burning their ships in doing so. And today's guests, we've got Danielle Davis, owner of the Dawg House and now Portico. I guess we call it the Dog Yard Lot now, since you tore it down.
I don't know. It's not there.
Congratulations, by the way. That's exciting. For anybody that doesn't know, will you go ahead and
well, we've torn down our building. We are looking to remodel, and we're going to, well, not looking, we are remodeling. We are past the point of looking. But the old building was just, it had too much go on in it. So it was time to reset and put in a new building that will hopefully last another 97 years.
Nice. So,
and
what's the kind of the timeline on?
We hope to be open by August the 29th.
Very exciting.
Well, yes, August the 29th.
Gotcha. Nice.
September 1. Definitely by the first football game, home game, which is September the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, something like that. Somewhere around there.
Good timing for that. And so how's everything been going ever since you stepped in and took over here at Portico?
It's going well. We started the journey in January. And of course, I was still working so hard on everything over at Dawg House that I really just kind of let this do what it had already been doing. But now that Dawg House is gone, I'm able to spend a lot more time up here. So we're starting to make some changes, and actually this weekend I'm going to Jackson to talk to some people about redoing our menu and coming up with new menu ideas. And so hopefully we will be rolling out a new menu here on May the 1st.
Nice. So how did Portico come about?
People asked me what I was going to do for 6 months while Dawg House was closed down.
Right.
I thought about renting a beach house. But I decided to buy a restaurant. It was, yeah, exactly. It was, I'm friends with Matt Shirley, who, the former owner, and he kind of came to me and said that he was looking at selling, and I was just kind of like, well, I'm not going to have anything to do, so let's have at it, and so here we are.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So
I'm a glutton for punishment.
I see that. Beach house.
Beach house. Yeah, exactly.
Got it. Let's. I kind of want to dive into when you first started Dawg House, which this blew me away when we were. I remember we were at Dawg House one night, and you came over and sat with it. It was probably a good hour and a half, and you told us that you took over at Dawg House at 19 years old. So two questions. Why the restaurant, I guess restaurant and bar business, and what were you thinking at 19?
Well, 19, we're not very smart at 19. We have a lot of growing. I always wanted to own a restaurant for some reason. My dad had a passion for food. He loved to cook. I love to cook. My grandmother baked. I like the social aspect of it. I like taking care of people. I like helping people enjoy themselves or, things like that. In middle school, my typing teacher, she asked what we wanted to be when we grew up. And so my passion for food and everything else, I decided that I wanted to be a hotel restaurant manager, and I was going to go to U of H, and because I grew up in Texas, and that's what I was going to do. And then when I graduated high school, sitting there talking with my dad, I used to barrel race, so we do rodeo circuit and everything, and we'd always go out to eat. And I was like, something like this would be really fun, and this is what I want to do. And my dad, being a graduate of tech, I was a 4th generation graduate of tech. He was like, well, if we do it, we're going to do it in Ruston. And when we came up here and started looking at land, W.A. Jones actually was driving us around, and we had this idea of doing something. There wasn't a sports bar back then, or a sports grill. We didn't want to call it a bar. So I was like, there needs to be, you've got a college here. You don't really have anybody that is selling a really good hamburger. Everybody had their own little niche. And so concept of Dawg House came about.
Very cool.
And, someplace for the college kids to go, and everybody from young to old can enjoy. So that's how it kind of came about.
Like
Nice.
a college student running a place for college kids to get.
Yeah, my GPA didn't like that very much.
I couldn't imagine that. There's no way at 19 I should have been managing. I could barely manage my own life, much less of.
Oh, I couldn't. I still can't. What are you talking about? Still open for debate.
That's great. So, you've been doing that for 5 years, right?
Yeah, so
yeah, 5 years. Yeah,
5
yeah. Anybody want to do the math on that?
I've been open long.
What? So COVID, obviously, that was the restaurant space in general. Really, along with everybody else, obviously, got hit hard with COVID and basically having to shut down for an extended period of time. What, on top of being, a single mom, running a business, making sure you take care of your people, how did you handle that from a mental perspective and getting through that grind? Like, what was that experience like, and how did you just kind of grind through it?
If it didn't kill me, it made me stronger. I mean, it's, being in the restaurant business, you have to constantly learn how to dance. I mean, you learn one dance move and you've got to completely switch and learn something else.
Right.
And so you have to just roll with the punches. You can't stop, and you don't have time to stop and go, okay, well, is this what I want to do? No, this is just what we have to do. This is what we have to do to survive. And, luckily the government and, through PPP and EIDL and all these other different grant programs that we were offered, it was a tremendous benefit for us. And, part of the reason why we're redoing Dawg House is because during COVID, we realized that we needed more outdoor capability. We needed to kind of have an open air. And, Dawg House was a dungeon pretty much. Talk about lighting. We didn't have any. But it was, the COVID situation, it taught me that we can really do anything as long as you just dial back and you market to that specific idea. We obviously had to go straight to go. Well, we went out and we blasted out to go stuff, and we knew how much everybody loved our ranch and our wing sauces and everything else. So we went through and we said, okay, fine, we'll just bottle this up and we'll sell it. And, so that's really learning how to dance was the biggest hurdle with COVID, but,
Sure.
Or learning new steps. But it all worked out. Reopening after COVID has been great.
Yeah.
Sales were fantastic.
I believe everybody's cooped up for 2 years.
Yeah.
Ready to get out. That's encouraging. We talk about it all the time. Just the hustle can wear on, that grind. And so, stuff like that.
But we didn't have late night anymore. So that was, we shut down at 9.
Balance,
so, we got to be at home at 9.
But just kind of coming out on the other side, you are able to reflect on that. And say, hey, we survived. And when you burn the ship, like saying every time,
exactly.
There's no turning back.
Survive and thrive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Push forward.
So
we'll continue.
Since COVID, business is going great, right? Everybody's out and moving, but now we're seeing a lot of rise in food costs. How are you combating that versus, because I know a lot of business owners want to take that lick as long as they can before they have to go up on price, with menu costs and everything.
Well, with Dawg House, obviously we shut down really when everything was kind of peaking, our hope peaking. But we actually have not gone up on menu pricing and probably since 2017 when I moved back. And it may have been before that.
Wow.
And I don't think that they have done a menu increase here, and probably since pre-COVID. So unfortunately, you just have to manage your costs. Right. We actually, and it's upset a lot of people, but in the end, it's better than going up on the menu pricing. But we actually ended up charging the customer a fee to run their credit cards. Right. Just like if you go to the bank, right. If you pull money out and it's not your bank, then you're going to get charged. And so it's a 4% fee, processing fee, or you get a discount of 4% if you pay with cash, all in the wording. But the thing with credit cards is it is such a massive hit to a restaurant or to any business.
4%
exactly.
of your total revenue.
Exactly.
Right.
And there's
sales tax so you start adding on.
Well, and that's the thing. Everybody's like, well, just tack it onto the menu price. Well, if I tack it on the menu price, then I've increased the menu price, which increases the sales tax, which increases that subtotal, which has increased the, it's a domino effect.
Absolutely.
And so if you tack it on post sales tax and subtotal and everything else, then you're actually, you're getting that money back.
Right.
And, so for say here, that's $24,000 a year.
Right.
So that has allowed us not to have to go up on pricing as quickly as some other restaurants do.
Yeah, because as a banker, I want to speak on that. Like, a lot of people still don't understand credit cards, the way that works. The business is taking a hit for accepting those cards because there is a cost of transferring that money. So the business is eating, used to would try to eat that cost. So one of the things that's happening now is, hey, if you want to use a credit card, which is a convenience on the customer side, then you're going to pay for that. And
it's also the rewards. I mean, the American Express, for example. I mean, I have one. Fine. You go through and you rack up $2 million worth of points or 2 million points on your American Express card. Well, all of the businesses that you use that American Express at, they're paying for those fees, that for you.
Yeah.
So, sorry, pay your 4% and get to go to Hawaii next year for free.
Right.
But all things said, if you pay cash, you don't have an extra expense.
Exactly.
So that's fair, and that's what a lot of people think, that there's no charge. No, the business is just trying to charge me. It's that's when you talk about 3 to 4% of total revenue. Like I said, that's rent. That's a full-time employee. I mean, you start talking about jobs and things. With saving that money, you can do a lot of stuff.
That's right off the rip before you pay a single bill.
Exactly. I mean, that comes out. It comes out depending on how you do it. But most companies, and I like to do it this way, it comes out every single deposit. Every time that those credit cards hit, that fee comes out. So $200 off of yesterday's sales would have come out.
Right.
And
creates cash flow issues too.
$265 that I was able to use to, I'm still down $65 to have my drains cleaned out this morning.
Right.
So it's that's one way we've been able to do it, and then we also have the increase in labor. Labor is because everybody needs to make a little bit more money because everything's rising. Well, these guys have to make more money too. So you have to just kind of juggle your food costs and just really watch your inventory, watch your purchases, watch your maintenance, watch your electricity, make sure all the lights are turned off, and everything. It's everything.
How has your experience with the labor market in Ruston been? Is it? And I know the rural areas it's really tough, but I know it's tough everywhere. And have you seen it getting tougher, better, the same? Any indication on that?
It's getting better. There's more people wanting to come out. There's less people that want to go back in the kitchen and work, but there's more people that want to work on the floor and be a server and everything. So it's getting a little bit better. I think eventually it's going to make its way back, but I can't really say it's 100% better, but it's getting there.
We can tell the difference too. I mean, we finding drivers, to do the delivery business was man, there were some times where it was like we'd have to shut a city down for 3 or 4 days. Just we didn't have any choice, but you adjust, you pivot. Sometimes you just got to take a step back and reevaluate and you push forward. That's part of it.
You don't have people walk out, you're good.
Right. And even when you do it, you figure it out.
That may have happened this weekend. I don't know.
You figure it out. So what all, kind of just wrapping up, what all do you guys have going on? Obviously, Dawg House shut down at the moment. Portico, what, live music, stuff like that every week?
Start with Sunday. Sunday nights we have trivia. We moved trivia over here. It's from 7 to 9. Mondays we've actually moved our coaches show. So right now we're doing the baseball coaches show on Monday nights from 6 to 7. Wednesdays are the 2-for-1 burger nights. Thursday, we're kind of taking a breather, getting ready for the weekend. Friday, we have live music from 6 to 9. And then, and actually on Tuesdays, I'm sorry. Did I say live music on Tuesday? Did I skip Tuesday?
So. I think we
skipped Tuesday. Tuesday, we have live music from 6 to 9. Wednesday, burger night. Thursday, off night. Friday, music 6 to 9. Saturday, sometimes a little pop in of music here and there.
Very cool.
Nice.
Always something going on at Portico. And of course, when Dawg House opens up, we might have to do a special episode.
Yeah,
for the,
definitely a
reopening.
type deal.
For sure.
There's
So,
lots of light in there.
for those of you
I'm
watching,
so proud of the windows.
we probably spent a good 30 minutes trying to adjust the lighting and cameras.
Shout out to Rick and Egghead Production, I believe, is who came in and saved the day. So we appreciate everybody that's involved.
Yeah. Well, Danielle, man, always appreciate you taking some time to chit
Sorry,
chat.
I completely forgot about this. I
No,
put it in my calendar.
On the black.
I know, right? But
The shirt says enough.
I know.
That's right.
So
It's a message to be heard. Exactly. Well, thank you. Stay tuned. We'll social media. You guys have Facebook. We'll throw all the links in there. You give people access to those pages and stuff. And we'll catch you guys on the flip side.
Thank y'all.